Back to Barbie and Bharti with your mentor Abhilash Sarkar. As you see, I have already written in the board. I will start from number 37. So the number 37 of binomial series, the first of kind is the fourth term expansion of this 52. Okay. Okay, if the fourth term in the expansion of ax plus 1 by x whole to the power n is 5 by 2, then a and n we have to find. Okay, so fourth term is T4 is equal to NC3 ax whole to the power n minus 3 1 by x whole to the power 3, and this is equal to 5 by 2. The fourth term in the expression is this much. So what is here? So now this NC3 a to the power n minus 3 x to the power, this is ax, no, this is ax, x to the power n minus 3 minus 3 is equal to 5 by 2, or NC3 a to the power n minus 3 into x to the power n minus 6 is equal to 5 by 2. The fourth term in the expression or anything else is given. Fourth term in the expansion is 5 by 2. Then you have to pick the, there are option is given. Just I am assuming if in case I am not opting for the options, whether it is possible to solve, because you can see there are 2 or 3 unknown is there basically, whereas n is one unknown, a is unknown, x is unknown, and there is one equation. So it is hardly impossible. It is very much impossible, I mean to say, to solve 3 unknown with the help of one equation, because there is no other this information is being given. So if it has to be, now let me try once n minus 1, n minus 2, and this will give you 6, a to the power n minus 3 x to the power n minus 6 is equal to 5 by 2. Now this can be cancelled with 3. So ultimately I want to get if any such information is possible by which we can, this is 15. Okay, so in the fourth term of it is 5 by 2. So there is no option. If I go with the have to go with the options only, then what would be the case? If the option is given as a is equal to half, a is equal to half is given, n is equal to 8, n is equal to 8, or therefore option 2 by 3, or n is equal to 6. Out of this, multiple option can be true. For that, this equation is, so now there is no other choice for me only to adapt the choices. Okay, so now if I put n is equal to 8 here, is there any possibility that, because there is multiple, so I have to take one value of n, other value of a. So first thing first, if I try with n is equal to 6, then ax will be eliminated. Okay, now let us try n is equal to 6. So this will give you how much? N is equal to 6 means 6 into 5 into 4 into a to the power 3, and x will be eliminated. Now any value of a, will it able to give you 15 here? Because to get 15 I have to get 3, that means 3 into 2, 4 into 8, this has to be 8. So if I take a is equal to 12, then only a is equal to 1 by 2, then only it is possible. So if I put a is equal to 2, so that means this is into 1 by 8. So 4, 2, 2, 3, 3, 15. So 15 is equal to 15. So this and this is possible. Now let us take the other options also, whether it is possible or not. Other options are a is equal to 2 by 3 and n is equal to 8. So now if I put n is equal to 8, is equal to 8 into 7 into 6, and if I put a is equal to, now x is not given here. Yeah, this is one difficulty. So x is not given. So anyhow, if I put x is not given, that means the first choice automatically will come, because we have to eliminate x. This is the you can say the trick in that, which we have to choose. Out of that n, 6 and 8, you have to choose accordingly where x has to be eliminated, as because in the option x is not given. So this is your hint for the to take the option. So only when you can, if you take n is equal to 6, then x can be eliminated and you don't need the x value. So this one thing you can choose directly. After choosing n is equal to 6, if you put it, you will get everything in form of a. So now to get this left hand side equal to right hand side, either you can choose this or this. So if you calculate a bit, you can understand directly that a has to be half. So this is one case where I am not able to make it in the straight method. I have to go with the options. So this also could be possible, because I said already, try to do it in the straightforward method where you can save your time without choosing the options first. But here is no option, because I have only one equation and there are 3 variables to be eliminated. So this is no way it is possible. Okay. Next come the number. This was given 37 done, 38. X square plus 18x plus 81 whole to the power 15. This is an expansion. You have to find the number of terms in the expansion. Find number of terms in the expansion. Okay. So this is your task to find the number of expansion. Now how do you get that? This is a quadratic equation and there are 3 terms. Now if we expand, go on expanding, if there is no such formula that I have given where you can expand all 3 together to get a expanded series. So what is the way left with you? You have to find something where you can adjust it into 2, because binomial is saying sum of 2 terms and then expanding this. So you have to bring this into 2 terms. So what is the possibility? This is, you can see, the quadratic equation. So there may be possibilities that you can break into 2 factor, or you can make it as a whole square formula. So let's try. This is very easy. By seeing also you can see the x square plus 2 into x into 9. If I do, I'll get 18. So and 9 square, it will give you a form of whole square. So this is basically x plus 9 whole square. Now in this case, if I put x square plus 18x plus 81 whole to the power 15, and there inside the bracket x plus 9 whole square and 15 if I put, so ultimately this will become x plus 9 whole to the power 30. Now seeing this, we know what is the number of terms. So this is easy now. Number of terms will be how much? 30 plus 1, that means 31 terms. Okay. Now moving to 39. Sum of coefficients in the expansion x plus 2 whole to the power 100 is how much? You have to find it. Now this is not much too tough, but still student may confuse by seeing the 2 here. Now one thing you can see, the sum of the coefficient is not said the binomial coefficients. So in case the series is become x plus 1 whole to the power 100, we know the what is the binomial coefficient. You have to put x is equal to 2 to get 2 to the power 100. This will be the case. Now why not? As because the thing is that it has given the coefficients. So coefficients will be different from the binomial coefficient if in case the term is affected by any other constant. So here 2 is the constant, so no harm in it. You straightforward in this also, if I put x is equal to 1, then also the x part will be eliminated and all the thing will be remain as the coefficients, binomial coefficients along with the power of 2 in every term. That will change, but that will come with the combination of 2. So this will give you the coefficients because that is needed. The problem has asked for the coefficients only. So if you put x is equal to 1 also, this will give you the sum of all the coefficients. So that means 3 to the power 100. That means if I expand it, this will be expanded at 10 to the power 100 means ends here 10 100 C0, then 100 C1 x to the power 99 2 plus 100 C2 x to the power 98 2 square, and like that till 100 C100 x will not be there 2 to the power 100. Now if I put x is equal to 1 here in all the terms, whatever the thing will get into 2 plus 2 square 100 C2 plus dot 100 C100 2 to the power 10 100. So this all together will give you this result that we got by putting x is equal to 1. The same thing you are doing, you are expanding and putting x is equal to 1, and here directly putting without expanding. So that will give you the same result because I am not adding or deducting anything from there. So logically I will get the answer this one. Understood? So now the next is number 40. The number of terms, in x plus y plus z whole to the power 10 is how much? How many it means? Now this is something different from the problem I described as a Hosker or something, but there these are distinct terms. There is no relation in between these three variables. Then in this case, what would be your answer then? So we'll start with some logic, and then after I will expand it, then further we'll put some logic. By seeing that, if we practice enough, you will automatically come to know what to do. So what I do, I put this as a whole term, as a single whole term. So this is, I can assume this x plus a is equal to a for the time being. So this term will become a plus z whole to the power 10. So now if I expand it, how many term I will get? 11 term. Basically the power is 10 plus 1, that will be term. So, and what are the terms? This will be 10C0 A10 plus 10C1 A Z A9Z plus 10C2 A8 Z square and so on, and at the end Z to the power 10 10C10. This will be the case. Understand? Because this is being expanded assuming this is a whole term which will be represented by a. So this is the case. Now further, if I see, if I expand this, now put this as it was. Okay. Then x plus y whole to the power 9z plus 10c2 x plus y whole to the power 8 z square and so on. And one thing you have to understand, the last term, this does not contain any x and y. Okay, so this will be needed when I will explain what would be the total sum. Now if I expand it further, okay, now just forget this, these are constant, this will not decide the number of term. So I will not going to write this as this are cumulatively some constant. Let's say small a and suffix I will represent this. So this is a0. What is the number of term here? 11 terms. I am writing it, not expanding the terms, 11 terms, isn't it? Because power is 10. So a into a0 some constant into 11 terms will be there, plus second, if I take it a1, how many terms? 10 terms, and with some multiplication of any variable. The next a2, how many terms? This is power of 8, so this will be 9 terms, isn't it? Into some variable, this is a single term, plus dot 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 dot, at the end this will be 10c10 z to the power 10. So now you tell me, if I count the numbers of term here in the first case, now rub this part here, the first term, if I assume this how many terms? 11 terms, isn't it? This will contain 11 terms. Now add to this, how many terms I will get? 10 into some constant. So if I add something, let's say this is a combination of x and y, the xr, the summation of xr yr, where r values from 0 to, let's say 10, at 0 to 9, say 9 or 10, you can say 10. Okay, this is to the power 9. Okay, but number of terms is 0 to 9, that means 10 terms into, if I multiply z, is there any change in the number of terms? No, the number of terms will remain as whatever terms is there inside the bracket. It will increase the value or decrease the value by multiplying with some other variable. It will increase or decrease the value of the terms, but the number of terms will remain same. So this term will contain 10 terms, the next will be 9, and so on. What is the term? Single, this one, this does not contain any, So where x and y will all be there, this will end up where number of term will be 2, then further another term that will be added here 1 and last term. So this will be reduced by 1 each time. So this is very easy to write 11, 10, 9. Let me write 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and the last one is 1. So there is no other option. You cannot say any other option is available because the progress of the term is starting from 11 reducing by 1, and this is because there is no x and y, the last term. So now if we add this is a natural series where the natural numbers are added. The formula for that is n into n plus 1 by 2. What is n here? 11 into n plus 1 means 11 plus 1 12 by 2. So all total how much? 66 tons. So this will contain 66 tons. Understood? This is very good problem. Try to understand my explanation and go through it again. And if in any case any problem comes, you can write me in the comment box. I will justify it again. I will explain it again in the next class. Thank you for now. Good night.